once again, I'm feeding American citizens every day. All I ask is, give a little blood, give a little urine. That's a crime. Are you that convinced?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, you read the title right. Floyd Mayweather probably wouldn't have fought Terence Crawford, right? Not because he's scared of Terence. Floyd Mayweather is TBE, right? Most fighters ain't scared of another fighter. But I want you to think about this, what I'm about to say, and remove all your biasness and your feelings, because at one point in time, Earl fans and Crawford fans, it's safe to say this, was Mayweather fans, right? People compare Crawford to Mayweather because they're fans of Mayweather. They say he's the next thing since Mayweather and Andre Ward. So that means they have to have respect for this guy in order to feel that way, right? So if you have respect for Floyd Mayweather, let's go back in time and let's act like Terence Crawford is back in his time, right? Right? Because the conversation today is, what if Terence would have fought Floyd Mayweather? So if Terence was back then and he came up from the lower weights and he's knocking everybody out, like Manny Pacquiao did. Manny Pacquiao was coming up from the lower weights. He's 8 division champs. Never been done in history. He carried his power up. He's knocking all these people out. And Floyd Mayweather says, where was he? Where was he in 96 and 98 when I was doing all this great stuff, right? Just like Crawford. Crawford, his best performance is really his latest performance, right? Over Earl Spence. So if Mayweather, wanted Manny Pacquiao to give blood and urine because he suspected him of being on steroids, is it possible that Floyd Mayweather would have expected Terence Crawford to be on steroids, given the fact that he is working with Victor Conte? Now, remember, he doesn't have evidence of Manny ever being on steroids. Manny's never failed a drug test, but we was all in agreement and support of Floyd Mayweather when he took this stance against Manny Pacquiao and said that Manny Pacquiao needed to take the test, random test. None of that Nevada State Commission stuff where people get by. He wanted him to take a drug test from an agency that was outside of the commission, the USADA or VADA, I can't remember which one it was. And he wanted random blood testing, and Manny refused to do it. So I'm asking you, do you think Floyd Mayweather would have fought Terence Crawford knowing he's working with Victor Conte without drug testing him? Think about that. Do you think he would have did that? Or do you think he would have said, nah, Terence, you're going to have to provide some blood and urine. Random, right? Even though, Conte did the undetectable steroids, I personally think Floyd, knowing what I know how Floyd is and how he's is protecting himself and his safety, he would have requested that drug test. No doubt about it. Now let's go. Now that's one thing. Now there's 2 reasons why I think that fight wouldn't have happened. But let's say Crawford did take the test. Let's go to the second reason why I think the fight wouldn't have happened or the outcome would be different than what you think.
All I want to do is just do good business. That's all I want to do. If a motherfucker can beat me, you got to earn it the hard way. No motherfucker need to be cutting no corners trying to cheat, because I ain't never trying to cheat to beat nobody. I said that.
Now, I know you guys remember the Floyd Mayweather versus Madonna fight, right? Now, Madonna just came off one of the most impressive wins in his career when he defeated Adrian Broner, right? And Adrian Broner was like the next Floyd Mayweather, supposedly. He was the next big thing, the big hype, right? And he jumped 2 weight classes from 135. He took on Paulie Malignaggi, but then with like 6 months, he fought Marcos Madonna. And Marcos Madonna beat the brakes off Adrian Broner. I think he knocked him down like twice. Adrian Broner made it through the whole fight, but he took the worst whooping of his career. And Floyd takes on Madonna right after that to prove that he can beat him, right? But Madonna didn't know that Floyd had one of the best businessmen, best friends. Madonna didn't know that Floyd had a secret weapon, right? And that secret weapon was his longtime friend and business partner, Leonard Ellerbe. Now, you're not going to get nothing past Leonard. Nothing. Not in a contract, not in the gloves, your raps. You're not getting past Leonard. If you going into battle, you want Leonard Ellerbe as your eyes and your ears. Because he's going to see stuff that you don't see, and he's going to hear stuff that you ain't heard. And he's going to tip you off. Hey, that's the friend we all need. We all need a Leonard in our life. Leonard's the man.
That's what we're not going to do. And we're not going to put no bullshit on them.
Right, of course. Of course. You're just not fighting in them gloves.
Now pay attention to the glove.
I told them to have no padding.
Everlast.
See? There's no padding. I can tell you right now.
It's a regular evidence.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I told you.
I done fought. Look, you can feel my knuckle right here. I done fought down.
Now, pay attention to the glove, right? Now you heard Garcia, the trainer. That's a regular Everlast glove. That's a regular Everlast glove. No, it ain't. It's been the patent, according to Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, had been redistributed throughout the glove. So, and not only that, they was using a horsehair glove. So apparently, now this is just my knowledge. Now I could be wrong. Comment in the chat if I'm wrong about this. So what they do is they weigh the glove, right? And I guess the glove has to meet a certain weight in order to pass inspection. So when you get these gloves custom made, you can have the patent redistributed throughout the glove so it can still make the weight, but the patent might be less around the knuckle, more on the palm, or you know what I'm saying, wherever. And that gives it the flat look, the wrinkled look. It looks worn out. It doesn't look full. Like when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, if you look at the two gloves, because it was the same glove, the MX glove, horsehair, Tyson Fury's glove looked thin. They looked like the air had been sucking out, like a flat tire. And when you looked at Deontay's gloves, they looked firm, they looked hard, like they had never been used before. So, with that in mind, let's take a look at Terence Crawford's glove. Before we look at the Terence Crawford glove, let's look at his hand wraps now. In Las Vegas, you can double stack your wraps, right? It's legal, where you can put tape around your hand, gauze around your hand, and tape again, right? In other states, it's not legal. But just because it's legal doesn't make it right. Just like those Everlast gloves that I showed you, that Madonna was about to wear. It was legal. The commission, they approved the glove, but Floyd didn't allow it. Floyd said, put him in the same gloves as me. He's wearing what I'm wearing. And they said that Floyd paid Madonna a lump sum of money to get him to wear those gloves. But if you look up articles, Madonna rebuted that. He never paid Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather told him what gloves he was going to wear, and they made him wear them gloves. Now, let's look at the wraps. Like I said, it's legal. But do you think Leonard Ellerbe imagine Leonard is standing in a room with Terence Crawford wrapping his hands like this. What does Leonard say? Does he let it go? Or do you think he would say something? I personally think he would say something. Knowing Leonard and how he's protecting Floyd, do you think he would allow Terence?
What we do with it?
You can see the tape underneath the gauze. So that's what you call double stacking, right? So imagine if Madonna double stacked his wraps and then wore them thin gloves. And you already know Madonna's hitting hard anyway. So now imagine the type of power he's inflicting on Floyd, that fight, right? Now let's look at him versus Spence. Now you see he got the double stacked wraps. Let's take a closer look. You see the tape. Wait a minute, let me find it. There's tape right there. That's the same tape right here. That's tape underneath his gauze. So now he has to tape that again. So he's built like a cast on his hands. He's building a cast because when you wear those thin gloves, you take a chance on injuring your hands. So if you put a damn near a cast on your hand, you ain't got to worry about it. And that's why Spence on his forehead, he had knots and shit over his head. That come from knuckles. Now let's take a look at the gloves he used against Earl Spence, and let's tie it all together. Now, let's take a look at the gloves. There's the Everlast, right? You see the Everlast. You see the TC symbol on there. Custom made glove. Look how it's opened up. Like an oven mitt. Like he about to take a cake out the oven. It's all wrinkled up. It's open. It's extended wide. Look at him. He opened it up damn near as flat as his face. Flat as his face. So the glove is the same MX glove that Madonna wore or tried to wear against Floyd Mayweather. That's the same MX glove that Tyson Fury wore against Deontay Wilder. So my question to you is, does Floyd Mayweather fight Terence Crawford with him, A, having Victor Conti as his drug man, and 2, does Leonard Ellerbe do they allow Crawford to wear those gloves? Let's say the fight does happen. Crawford submits himself to drug testing, and the gloves don't get past, they don't get by Leonard Ellerbe, and he's forced to wear the Grant gloves. Does he beat Mayweather in a fight? Do you think he stops Mayweather in a fight? The outcome is different now. Now imagine that against Earl Spence. Will we have a different fight? I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out.